Hey guys, Mike here with Wilderness Warriors 1 on YouTube. Got a new tent, going to do a little sort of a backyard type review. Have not had a chance to use this thing yet as it was back ordered and actually just came in the mail this afternoon. But I've had these things set up in the stores and went through everything. It seems to be a good quality tent. It's kind of a mix between a heavier hiking tent and a car camping tent. It's a little heavier because it is a 4-person tent. We actually have 3 people that will be going camping, me, my wife, and my daughter, so it should fit 3 people very comfortably. And it has a multiple type setup, and you can actually take the pack weight down to about 4.5 pounds for super light, real fair weather camping. Other than that, it's going to be around 8 pounds, 7.6 to 8.2 roughly, give or take, whether you take the footprint or not. The brand of tent is an REI brand. The name of the tent model is the Half Dome 4. It uses aluminum poles and a center hub, so it's sort of a very strange type hub system that the poles go into, but it seems to be very effective in making the tent very roomy. So see if I can zoom in there for you. That is the tent itself. It's in the long bag, and in the small bag is the footprint. And one of the interesting setup features of this type tent is that the pole structure can be set up with just the rainfly and the footprint itself, just for a standard shelter without having the netting or anything, and you can actually cut the weight down just by using that setup. That would take it down to just below or right at 4 pounds. And then you can also use just the tent body itself with no rainfly or no footprint for super lightweight type camping. That'll take it down to around 3.8 pounds in various different configurations there. So I'm going to zoom out here, and I'm going to tilt up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and set this thing up and hopefully get this thing shown for you, and then we'll do a walk around showing you the quality and features of the tent itself. Thanks. Alright guys, Mike back here with the REI Half Dome 4 tent. We are fully set up. We have vestibule on this side, staked out there. The tent came with 6 stakes. One really good feature that I like is this little deal here. I believe this is something that's probably proprietary to REI, but it is a little rope pull on the guy out for the vestibule, and it's just an adjustment tool. Came pre-strung. Once you stake it out, all you do is pull out and up, and the cord goes up into a little crack here and stays nice and taut. Ugh. Another decent feature is the little vent here with a little standoff to allow more airflow, and I believe there should be one in here too. Little Velcro stays. Both sides of the vestibule have the same little guy out, plus there are guy line attachments all over this thing. One halfway up each corner pole and one halfway down the vestibule itself, and then one on the back side. This one probably is a guy out, and then I believe somewhere inside there is a tie-up for when you want to leave a door open. There are guy outs along the bottom of the full-length rainfly, so you can guy that out as well. Oops. So let's take a look inside. This one here probably was not designed for a guy out. I'll set the camera down for a second. What it does do nicely, there's a tab inside with another little barrel type clip, except it's not in the shape of a barrel, it's a wide one to go through that loop as a retainer for the door. Nice wide doors, not really a D door, more like a triangle. Inside the tent we have hanging loops up here. You have gear pocket. I'm sure that there's probably an accessory for another larger mesh shelf or something up top, because those are placed equally around. Mesh all over, no CM bug netting throughout the majority of this thing in order to keep it lightweight. Again, the ventilation up top you can see there. Big windows. Up top is ripstop nylon behind the pockets themselves, and the netting, very little bit of material down the corners and then starts netting again. Alright, all in all the quality looks pretty good. I didn't have any defective parts or pieces, no defective materials that I saw, so we'll see. This is my first impression that this thing is pretty good built for the price point. Obviously there are better tents if you went with like a North Face or something like that, but you're going to pay a couple $100 more than what this one was sold for. So all in all, I like it. time will tell. Once we get out and use this thing a couple of times, I'll get a second report going and be able to let you know exactly how it does. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate your subscriptions. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them. Thank you.